Hi, I'm Melissa Fernandes. I'm playing Diana Goodman in Next to Normal, pronouns she, her.
Thank you. And what drew you to the character of Diana?
Oh gosh, I kind of have a long history with Diana in this show. I mean, she's an actor's dream. This role is an actor's dream, where you get to play someone so sexy and funny and flawed and complex and complicated, and it's a workout portraying her, and it's a gift. Yeah, she's a wonderful character to help bring on stage.
Hmm. And do you relate to her? In what ways?
Yeah, I think the ways that I relate to her, deal or how she deals with her struggles, with her challenges with mental health. Um, I try to be a strong advocate for my own mental health struggles. I try to talk about it, make sure that we kind of are working to erase the stigma of it. So I think that I really relate to how she just wants to talk. She just wants to talk about these things, and she wants to bring them out in the open. And I think I often wonder how her life would be different if she had just really been honest with her family and talked about it. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, like, can I read what I wrote?
No, I was actually just like thinking about what you were saying about. Can you expand on that, like just for my own curiosity about when you say like honest about like which part? Just out of curiosity, because
Being
what does
able
she
to
do?
grieve, being able to honestly and authentically grieve her losses. And I don't think she was ever really given that chance. There's always band-aids put on it. There's always the medicine that covers it. And so the hole never, I mean, as we say, and then the hole never got filled, it never got healed. It was just always covered. And so if we are able to really talk about our mental struggles, that helps us heal. And a lot of people don't really understand that it's scary. Talking about mental health is really scary because we still don't understand it. The brain is so complex. And I mean, even the best brain surgeons, and they don't know everything. So how we can dig into the root of what's really going on with her and with this family, and it really relates to how I deal with my own struggles and how I deal with my family's struggles, or my friends who struggle with mental illness as well, and just being the ear for others.
That's such an interesting take on it. Now, do you think that the play helps destigmatize mental health?
I think in a way it does. I think that there is so much. This is Diana's story. This is one person's story. And there's no way for us to really put everyone's mental health struggle on stage, but there are parts of everybody in this show that people can relate to. And it's really important that we are really careful with that, and that we honor it, and we don't trivialize it or romanticize it at all. But that we're honest with it and truthful, so that people can see themselves on stage. That moment where people can relate to what they're seeing, is priceless.
Is there anything that you do, or what do you do to? Because you talked about the challenge of that it's only one person's um, mental health struggle. What do you do as an actress, or what are things that people can keep in mind to help with that challenge?
Oh, that's such a really, really, really good question. I can only tell her story. I have to focus on what is going on with her, what is going on with her family, what is the who, what, where, when, and why of Diana. And then if people can see their mom's struggle, or their friend's struggle, or how their sister was helped by something, then that's a cherry on top. So we're focusing on, this is this family's story, and hopefully we can touch the hearts and minds of people in the audience. They're just being authentic.
And I think you've kind of already answered my question of like what drew you to the story. Is there anything you want to add about what drew you to the play as a whole?
Well, let's see. There are not a lot of plays that deal with this subject matter, and it can be pretty dark. So that's one of the things that draws me to this show itself, is just having that avenue on stage for people to see what it can be like dealing with this. And everyone deals with it differently. There is no brain that handles everything the same way. Everyone is very unique and individual. Um, but even just seeing someone talk about mental health on stage is huge to me.
What would you say are the parts that you say that most of the play is dark? For or is there any light?
Yeah, definitely. I don't think necessarily like that there's a lot of darkness to the play, but there are some really dark, heavy parts. And I think that's the whole message of the play, is that there is always light after the dark. And how you get there is very unique and individual, but it's there, and you just have to find it. And whether you ask for help or do it on your own, again, that's everyone's individual story.
And do you have a favorite part or favorite song?
Okay, so I don't know if this is going to be a spoiler or not, so I don't want to tell too much, but there is a part in the second act where Diana does remember what happened. And I mean, that is one of those songs in musical theater that gets me every time when I'm just listening to it in the car, whatever it might be. It's that particular moment. It's a release. It's like, I'm a mess afterwards, So that's probably I don't know if it's my favorite part, but it's the part that I love too. I don't even want to say I love to. That's the part that I'm really drawn to, and I appreciate. It's a catharsis, if you will.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else that you would like to add that I
Not that I can think
asked, or
of.
that you want people to know?
Come see our show. It's going to be great.